Greetings, and once again, welcome back to the you-know-what. Yes, that's right, the insanity. Last time we left off, we mostly fixed the lamp problem. Because we used to have an alert beeping here that it was missing lamps, but now we have lamps. So that's not a problem anymore, mostly because we fixed the moondrop power. Someone refactored and just broke all the power, and that someone was me. And then we also moved some things to a new city block. Hurrah! And this is going a bit slowly, but at least it's going. And yeah, then we of course did a bit of cleanup and so on. But in this episode, I will actually be starting with... Yeah, sure, okay, you can go away. When does the next fluid train come in? Because we do have a bit of coal gas over here, which I would like to reuse, essentially. But it seems like we don't really have any fluid train here at the moment. So I guess we'll just start with something else. Hello, train. So in the last episode, we did end with just preparing a bit for some drilling fluid 1 that should help us get some tar. But before we continue with that, there are a couple of things I would like to fix. First off, we have had quite a bit of a manure problem for quite a while. And it turns out that I have figured out why. And the reason is that we have some Favogaya production down here, which has a request threshold of 200, which means that whenever there is 200 manure available, it goes here. And that's not something I would like to have here anymore. Which is why I will be changing this recipe to one that is slightly worse, but should still be quite good. And then I will just be able to redistribute this manure, which I think will go to this oak production, which sets up which creates bones and various things. Let's see, where exactly is it that it should go? I think it's here, yes. And here we have, of course, the fertilizer production and the urea production, and that's a very important one because we are vastly missing urea. And then we are, of course, missing some AUG food, which is because we are missing starch, which is because we are not sure why that is missing. Oh, come on, damn it, I missed my exit. I missed my exit. I hate it when that happens. Please wait there for a few minutes so that I have time to react. So we are missing starch because we are having essentially only this factory. producing starch at the moment. We could start making some starch out of Ralesia seeds, actually. Start making starch, haha. And we could also fix this water problem. That doesn't seem to currently be a problem, but it might be a problem later. I think that the reason why it's not a problem at this moment is because we are currently missing copper ore, actually, for this production. So, moving some manure to here. Thank you. Then, let's... No, not there. Why do I want to go there? Why, AUG's item provider? No. What kind of strange train schedule is this anyway? What we want to do next is to provide some chromium to LTN. Not that I entirely... Oh, yes, I do remember why, actually. It is because of drill heads. Because the current drill head recipes require titanium, but I'm planning on making that a multi-recipe setup. Now, let's see. I think we have it over here. Something like that. And then please add chromium plates. No, okay, just chromium, then fine. And say that we would like to have 1,000 here. And again, it's called chromium and not anything else. And actually, why not say 2,000? For both chromium and tin chromium alloy. And this is actually perfectly fine that the chromium is blocking the tin chromium alloy. I'm okay with that. All right. Now, where's my train? Now, let's continue where we left off last time. That is over here, where we are producing some drilling fluid. The reason why we want to produce this drilling fluid is because we are missing tar and we are missing coal gas, as you can see here. So by fixing this drilling fluid, we should be able to get some more resources, actually. I would like to have a filter inserter or a bunch, because I would like to have some... Let's use coal dust. I like coal dust because we have plenty of coal dust. I hope that is still the case. There we go. 2,000 should be good. Because in order to get... We're going to need quite a bit of water for this, aren't we? 708 per second. That equals 3 pump jacks. 1, 2, 3. Because each pump jack can output 300 water per second. So if you need 700, it's not enough to have 600, you need to aim for 900. Which is not too complicated, just means a couple of extra machines. Luckily the pipes can handle about 1000 per second. So I think this should be enough, more or less. And as you can see, I haven't really planned for how to set everything up here. So I am actually just going to stick with this setup for now. Don't see any reason to do anything else. Let's see, you need 2 tars, 2 small parts. And if we put a long-handed inserter here, you reach over there, so let's put the belt here for some small parts. And it just so happens that we have small parts over here. And actually, I would like to plug it in there. Because on the other side of this belt is drilling heads, and we don't need those. And actually, we might want to change where those are produced. But that might be a problem for a bit later. More pipes, please. Thank you very much. Now, here we have some coal gas. This coal gas naturally needs to go into a couple of boilers. And I do realize now that I haven't quite counted with the steam production for the water. Oh, but it should be okay, I think. This does not exceed 900. Only question is how much steam we are going to need. Or rather, how much steam one boiler can produce per second. And honestly, I'm not sure, because boilers are not like other machines. There's no real recipe where you can see how much a boiler produces per second, as far as I know. So if you have a clue, please let me know. But until then, I'm just going to go by the good old method known as trial and error. Good, that seems to be enough for now at least. 1, 2, and 3. And then this has 3 inputs, so sand, soil, and clay. Sand, that will come from some iron, and for that we need some iron sticks. And for that, will this work? No, that doesn't work. Okay, dear iron, how about we put you here instead? Or maybe here also? Or why put you over there when we can put you over here? What are you requesting at the moment? You're requesting iron. How? What a coincidence. How good is that? So we need to get some iron over here. Let's head over here. Thank you. More inserters, please. Thank you. Oh, I forgot a very important step. These need iron sticks and not just iron. So, let's see. Yeah, I guess this will do. It's a bit tight, but it will work. Iron stick. And out comes the sand. So sand, you may join forces with clay. And then the soil will come over here. And let's see, this will also need because this one has more inputs, that means more items. That means should use a faster inserter, and then this can use a long inserter. And then, most importantly, we apparently need some water. Okay, good. Then we just need to give this some power. And then I'm thinking that these should hopefully maybe produce some tar. So this one takes around 4 seconds. This takes 8 seconds. I do have a feeling that I'm probably going to need another mixer. One of those and then a fast inserter, please. And then we can actually use a regular pipe over here. And I think this is it. Now we have 4 machines here, almost constantly producing tar. And as main ingredients we are basically using iron and electricity. Speaking of electricity, our network grid is not doing too well. It is a bit strained, but I hope it can handle this. Oh. Yeah, that might help actually. It might help if we actually export this tar to where we need it. I almost forgot about that part, and that would have been very embarrassing. It's a good thing that I'm just doing a little double check. Good. Now then, now that that's taken care of, provided the chromium to LTN as well. We stopped requesting the Gaia. We would like to move the Gaia to a centralized city block to centralize all of the things. But we can wait with that actually. And then now I would very much like to there is two options at the moment. Either we start with the multi-provider for... Where's my car? I think it might be, yeah, it's down here. Okay, sure. So either we do the multi-provider for drill heads, which I'm planning on having over here, because it's close to where we used to have it. Or we could fix and start using Rhalesias for starch. But I think we are going to start off with the drill head production, which means that I need some landfill. Assuming I will be able to drive to the landfill without getting crushed by a train or by power poles. I made it. Not a single power pole, not a single pipe. I'm impressed. Oh dear. Sure. Okay, now we have some landfill. Quite a bit of it actually. 91k, that's a lot of landfill. We maybe don't need to put out all of it, but should put out most of it at least. Or rather, enough of it. Enough to have space for the new production. So this will be where the train station will go. And then we can fix this area where we need some rails. Sooner or later, that is. And then let's just fill up this part. Would like to have some rails over here as well. We have more than enough landfill for this entire city block. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill it up. I haven't learned proper video editing and stuff, so I can't do time lapses. Unfortunately. But now it's done. So we need a train station, obviously. That's a train station, almost. Alright, good. Now then, let's see. Would like one over there and one over here. Drilling heads, item requester. And drilling heads, item provider. And as we are dealing with a provider, it should be a multi-provider. Might look like it is connected to an electric grid, and it is, but it's connected to the wrong electric grid. There we go. Speaking of electric grid, just as something I would like to show you, and you might have noticed it actually, but this blueprint that I have been using had the old version of it that I used didn't have all these connected for the power poles. These big electric power poles were not completely connected. But I have edited this blueprint and updated it, so now it's connected. So all those things should be fixed in the future. Now let's see. We have a car that's very much in the way. Now we are going to need a couple of items. Drill head. There are a bunch of different recipes. So I think that for now we will go with this one that gives 4 drill heads. And then we also want to use one that uses titanium. We don't have stainless steel yet. It is something we have to fix at some point. We don't have silicon carbide, and honestly, the silicon carbide doesn't help very much, I think, because it only gives us one more item. And it's a long process to deal with silicon carbide, so That's just why I haven't done it yet. So, steel plate, aluminum plate, and titanium plate, please. I think that is the recipe we are currently using over here. I can't see that, of course, but it uses steel plate, it uses aluminum, and it uses titanium, so I think that's the one. So, please have a constant combinator and a okay, you already have one. Good. Now then, please handle a maximum train length of 2. Does that one have this signal, by the way? Yes. And then provide absolutely nothing. And then this is the fun part where we note down all the possible things that we need here. So first off, I think we have steel plates. Actually, how about we do this? You copy there, you copy there. Thank you, mod. And you copy there, and you destroy, and you, let's see. So, minus 1500 maybe. And minus 1500 aluminium plates, minus 1500 titanium plates. And the same for this. Even though it contains duplicates, I do want to request an extra 1500. Because why not? Essentially, there are 2 different recipes using it, so seems like a good idea to have an extra amount of it, don't you think? I'm sure you agree. Now, this is where the fun begins. Let's see. Steel plates. Okay, it has 2 different ingredients. We are basically building this in the middle of everything. That's not very optimal, but sure, I'll take it. Later on, when we have personal roboports and stuff, it should be easy enough to move everything. Okay, how about some... Nope. One, two, three, 4. I do believe I need exactly 4 actually. Wow, thank you. I probably don't have enough fast inserters though. Nope. Alrighty then. Where's my... Right. My train is not here because I took the car. I need to go get some extra circuit boards. Come on, train. Thank you. No, wrong train, damn it. There it is. Go to my parking, please. Oh, look at this, what we have here. We have some trains. You may go there until you have inactivity for 5 seconds. And I have arrived at my parking spot. And then you may go to the ore production, the coal gas requester, until you have inactivity for 5 seconds. Good, now it seems like you have loaded up with some coal gas, which means that this is now completely empty and can be deconstructed. And then that should also mean that you are emptying it, and then you are going back to the starting point. Alright, good. And see, now we are not missing any coal gas or any tar in LTN. I hope that is because of the drilling fluid 1. I'm not sure. Now let's see what these little boxes have for me. You have a bunch of simple circuit boards that I will very much likely take. You can have some biomass, you can have some sand casting, you can have some... I don't know what you can have. You should be able to take all this stuff I have in my inventory, but... yeah. Ooh, titanium, I like. Tar drilling item requester. Okay, it goes to that one. Interesting choice. And now that I think about it, I'm wondering if we have any priority set on this one. And we do actually. That's bad, because that means that we will never get any titanium for these cages up here. Which means that we will never get anything. That is very, very bad. I would like to actually fill this up with these Rhalesias, because I think that we have stopped the production here by now. And I have quite extra inventory space actually, so I should continue deconstructing this. Because I want to centralize all the Rhalesias production. Because centralizing things helps quite a bit actually. Eventually I will do the same with all the old freaking places I have where I produce seaweed and stuff as well. But that will be part of refactoring processes. I don't happen to have any stone on me, do I? Stone, sand. That's not enough sand actually. But I would like to have some, just a tiny little bit of landfill. No more sand. No more sand. Disappointing. Because I would like to fix this, but oh well. Eventually we'll get back to that. Or do I? Yeah, why not? while I'm here with the risk of completely forgetting what I was doing. I will fix some more sand in order to get some more landfill, in order to fill that little hole. Thank you. Now I just hope that that's enough, but it should be. Yes, thank you. Alright, good. Now that that's out of the way, I am very much aware that we do need to request some Halesia seeds up here later on. This soil extractor is no longer used. How good is that? Oh, come on. Thank you. So now let's see. I can make filter inserters now. Good. Halesia seeds. Thank you. Here, have some. Halesia seeds. A bunch. Okay, good. Now let's go back to, let's see. We had to fix something. We had to fix something important. We have to fix the production of cages and stuff by stopping the request priority down here. Because we do need to have a couple of cages as well. And now that we are setting up a different way for drill heads, I think it's completely okay. So request priority, turn it off. And actually you can turn this off as well. I'm just going to hope and assume that there will be enough of everything. Okay, you are currently requesting steel, that's fine. I'm fine, I'm okay with that. Alright, let's get back to business then. So we have 4 different items, 4 different belts. The items are as follows: steel, plate, not chests, aluminum, plates, not anything else, chromium, and eventually at some point hopefully titanium. So let's see here then. Steel plate, chromium, aluminum plates. And here it is steel plates, aluminum. Okay, so basically steel plate and aluminum can share the belt for this time. While chromium should go over here. How long time does this take? Okay, not Yeah, let's do it like this. I'm wondering if this is enough with just one long-handed inserter, or if I should have another long-handed inserter for this. It seems to be exactly enough, which is not enough for me, so I want to add another one. All right. And since I don't know, we don't have any titanium anyway, let's just use this for now. And here we should add a little limit that says that drill heads less than, say, 5,000. That's gonna take a while. But drill heads are quite important to us. So I would like to stock up on them quite a bit. Inserters! Why do we always need so many inserters? Come on. Okay. There we go. Now we would also like to have this other setup. Which should use the steel plates and aluminum plates. Then it should use the titanium. It was pointed out to me that using this multi-recipe setup that I have started to use, it would be better to have the condition on the input instead of the output. But I favor at the moment simplicity instead of correctness. So that's why I am perfectly fine with just having, yeah, this setup. Need to fix some space here for this little thing. Then let's see, it should go there. Perfect. Good. And let's see. There we go. Oh dear me. What now? 135 tailings. Are you kidding me? Okay, let me just finish this and then we can deal with that. Let's see. Oh dear lord, this is an annoying beep. Okay, you may be considered as B, and you may be considered as A. And then we should have this condition that if b equals 0, you should be running. And then we should have this condition that if c equals 0, you should be running. Good. I think this is working now. Let's add one more poor inserter over here. Okay. Yes, yes, I'm coming. Let's take the train, that's safer. It's funny that this is happening now, actually, because I have a little solution on how to fix this problem. I was told that, well, actually I will talk after the beep. Beep, 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 beep. Where is that thing? There it is. Thank you. Now that you can hear what I'm saying and now that I can hear what I'm thinking, let's see, first of all, where do we have a tailings requester? Here you have a tailings requester. You may go to this tailings requester. You may go there and you may wait until you have empty cargo. And then you can continue doing what you were planning on doing. So, I have been thinking about this, and it was pointed out to me that I can actually use a blueprint with different settings for a constant combinator to fix this problem. But I have another solution in mind. And that is to use various combinators. And let's see. So this input signal multiplied by 1, and then output t. T as in tick. And then this one should basically just be a counter. And then this one should check that when t is more than 900 or something, like a certain amount of time, then you should output 1r. Or actually you can output a t. And this one should then take this t, or actually you can take the r. Let's go ahead and use r. R as in reset. So you will output to there. So when this reaches 900, you will both output to there and to there. And then this value will be inputs to this thing to decrease the counter again. And then this one will take this R, and actually this could be a decider combinator. So this will take this R and just check if it's more than 0, then it will just output a 0. In theory, it should be able maybe to use the same combinator here, but I think that it needs this extra tick because each combinator here is 1 tick delay. So By using this system, my hope is that the next time this annoying thing happens, it will reset itself. Let's go ahead and test that, shall we? We can't seem to test that because we have nothing there. But what we do have, we don't have a train there, so instead let's just activate the alarm by doing that. Now let's take a look at this one. When this reaches 900, it should be sort of reset. 8, 9. Then it reduces itself to minus 2k. That's fine, it doesn't have to be accurate. And then it continues counting up again. But the thing is that now this thing is still beeping. And it's beeping bloody loudly. And as long as the problem isn't fixed, it doesn't matter if this one outputs reaches 900 or not, because it will still continue beeping. And that is because of this value that says that if S is more than R. So there you could see for a short of just a few milliseconds that an R appeared. But the thing is that S is 2 and R became 1. So that doesn't reset anything. But if we take away these rails, that is causing it to beep. And now we wait again for it to reach 900, which should just be 15 seconds, maybe. Then the goal is that this should stop the beeping, because now the problem is fixed and it's an automatic reset feature. And it stopped beeping. So now I don't have to go over here every single freaking time things beep. I can just fix the problem and let the delay take care of it. Alright, what next? Let's see. We fixed the multi-production. How about we actually move this old production then? Just to actually get rid of something old in favor of something new, because we don't need two different stations producing this. These little drill heads. Okay, let's see here. You may stop requesting. Actually, what are you going to get right now? You're going to get iron. Good. You may stop requesting aluminum, titanium, and steel, because you will not be needing that anymore. And you may actually increase this request of iron plates, because you seem to be consuming them quite a bit. And then what we need to do here is to start requesting drill heads. Because it just so happens that we still have some drilling going on over here. And it's hard to drill without having any drill heads, and then finally I can get rid of these drill heads that have been bugging me for quite a while. But I didn't want to just put them in a chest because I consider them too valuable. Good. Now that that's out of the way, we should naturally be moving those factories over here. And considering how little titanium we have at the moment, I will be mainly focusing on the chromium version of this. And now it would be very nice if I could just have robots do this for me. But I don't have enough robots, essentially. One, two, 1, 2. Tush. Perfect. Excellent. And because I'm so nice, I can actually set this to a provider threshold of 300, just so that things happen a bit more often. Okay, good. Now what? I do have a couple of other options to fix now. So let me just think. We have fixed the multi-production for drill. So now I think it's time to do something that should have been done possibly a long while ago. So now we are going to focus our attention in this area. To do lots of raw fiber for AUG power. I think we kind of have enough raw fiber. That's not a problem. That's for sure. How are we doing on the manure area? How are we doing on the AUG food area? Where is AUG food? Here it is. We are still missing starch here. Because we are essentially have too few factories. How are we doing with Galesias? 140. That's not a lot. But I guess that means that we might have gotten a delivery. Yeah, we have a delivery there right now. Cool. It's good to know that that works. Now, this is going to be one hell of a mess. As usual, more or less. Because now it's time to move things. Like this research center. You have been providing us with 1,357 crafts. Thank you very much for your service. It's time to move you. Not very far though. Here's to many more crafts. Now where did we have... Okay, this is the belt. This is the output belt. So as you might expect, the thing that I'm trying to focus on here is this rail signal, rail system, rail intersection, rail thingy. I like to call things thingies. Because essentially that's what they are, right? They're thingies. Okay. Now then, let's see. Again, we will be using this quite compact version of an intersection because we basically don't have a lot of space here. So I might need to check this a number of times. What is this belt for? Come on. Oh, it's that. Fine. Now, the thing about seaweed is that we are producing it in a centralized location. And also, all these 4 seaweed farms have not been doing very much lately. Which is why I'm tearing them down a little bit, more or less. Okay, I actually need to tear them all down. Because they are very much in the way. And I need some more landfill. Yeah, that figures. Yeah, that also figures. Where is the... Oh, come on. Sure thing. Whoops, not the radar. I want to keep the radar. Soil extractor, you can go. Okay, what can we get rid of? Some sand, possibly. Limestone. Laboratory equipment, you are quite useful actually. You should go in here. So much seaweed. Because the seaweed production is also something that would benefit greatly of being centralized. Now here we have a high pressure furnace that I would like to move a bit because you are very much in the way. You are so incredibly much in the way. So you may go over here somewhere. Now this might take a while before it is completely sorted out, of course, but I hope to finish quite a bit of cleanup here, which is long overdue. But I did wait with this part actually until the end of the episode. Not sure what fluid this is supposed to contain. Okay, this belt is horribly much in the way. How about we make you just go straight down here instead? And then this pipe is very much in the way. How about we move you around as well? Okay, now then is at least this part clear. Yes, I think so. Cannot build on water. Who's telling you to build on water? There's no water. Oh, one single little chain signal was on water. Okay, now then. Why did I remove that sand producer? Oh well. So the idea here is that we can hopefully, eventually, maybe somewhere, somehow, have a little train station to provide these things. Now, how about we take a look at this just to know where the outlines are? Because in order to have a train station, we kind of need the train to go somewhere, and we clearly can't really do that. That's not gonna happen in this episode, at least not in that location. Oh my god, I survived the train. Breathe. Breathe. Calm down. It's okay. It's just a game. No dangers. Everything is fine. Okay. Trains are horrifying. Okay then, did I connect to you? Yes, I did. Okay. How about we make this train station over here somewhere instead? Because the goal here is sort of to clean up this part. And oh, look at that. I have landfill. So the goal here is to just... I had a feeling it was that time again. I want to continue this straight line. And just, yeah. So many things. Storehouse. Need a storehouse. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. This 8 inserters, we can make fast inserters. Okay. So I want a straight line here. And in order to get that, I need to get rid of these washers and things. Because the thing is that this has only been producing a bit of tailings, more or less, and some stone and stuff. But these... I mean, all this... We have actually a little bit of stone in LTN, which we kind of want to use. Because it's currently just sitting at the iron provider and taking up space, essentially. So, and the same kind of goes for seaweed, that we have more than enough seaweed in LTN, which is why we also want to clear that part up. Oh dear me. Something like this. Bad part is that the more I empty out my inventory, the more the robots fill it. Oh, 32k, come on. Are you kidding me? Can I just make a steel chest and put it a bit to the side? Take this landfill, put it here, take some more landfill, put it there. Take even more, put it there, and take the last. Or so I thought. 4 left, come on. Very well. It's entirely possible actually that I'm breaking some things by doing this. Like the provider of this pipe, whatever it was. It's probably tailings actually. Yes, it's tailings. But I think that we should have some tailings somewhere else. Only question is where? Probably a bit further down, and we probably have quite a bit of it as well actually. Oops, that doesn't work. Oh, tailings, where are you? Even further down? Or to the left? There we have tailings. Where am I? Ugh. That's a complete mess. So how about we make that a fluid requester? That sounds like a good deal to me. Oops. So a fluid requester, how about we build that over here or something? Where we have another fluid provider actually anyway. Old Center North. Tailings requester. Give me a pie tank. Ooh, okay. I was hoping that I would maybe finish this little refactoring in this episode. It looks a bit shaky. But I'm doing my best, sort of. This little unfortunate thing with the tailings requester was nothing that I had foreseen. Train length of 2, please. Provide absolute nothing. Request threshold 15k. Tailings 25k. Should be enough. Oh. Should not contain the Sogna bacteria, that's one thing that's for sure. Thank you. Okay, moving back down. What belt is this? Oh, it's that one. That's a shame. Because this is an important part. So we need to fix this. Problem solved. Poor alien sample. So the idea here is that this is basically a latex provider. But the thing is that we can have the latex production on the right side of this crossing. And then we can have the rubber production on the west side of the crossing. So the only things that we need here are essentially stone and seaweed, and both of that we will be requesting from LTN. Then we will be able to increase the central seaweed production even more, actually. So if we just copy or cut, or not cut actually, we do want to copy. We copy this part and set it up over here. There is of course some parts of this that are not entirely useful. And some that are incredibly important. And the thing is that, oh come on, can you please be stopping full inventory? Can I just scrap something here? Yes, thank you. Don't need this at the moment. So the thing is that here we have 3.2 latex as well. So we're not gonna disturb the production of anything here by a lot. Instead we will just be using up this storage and requesting from LTN, as we always do. And this steel little provider is not really necessary at the moment. And here we have a copper and iron pipe belt. Doing it again. And that's also something we can request from LTN. I've had enough. Too many things in my inventory, come on. Ah. Sure, LSS would be very useful at the right place, but that's not happening right now. So where can we cut this off? All the way over here. Thank you. So we're getting closer to cleaning this up. We're also getting closer to an incredible full inventory. And now I don't even have any space in my trash slots. How nice is that? You go put yourself over there somewhere. I don't know. Limestone, come on. Okay. And now we can almost see that this is enough for... Oh, that fits perfectly. For the trains to just go straight ahead down here. But I'm guessing that we will fix all the rest here in another episode. So I just want to mark the area with a couple of blueprints, just clean up the area for where the rails are supposed to go. And most importantly, stop using these old power poles. So as you can see now, we have a full crossing here. Which means that it will be possible to put up train stations over here. Which is naturally something that we will do in the next episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this cleanup process and see you next time.